Yeah, hi everyone. So today I'm going to explain clearly about the banking application. All the things I'm going to explain here, it is from the very basic. How can we create the home page? How can we create the home page? It's a HTML page, and here we are using a lot of CSS, but here we didn't care about that CSS and all. The way we are presenting the maximum things I'll explain. But as a backend developer, so what all the things required, just we can copy. It's not a big thing. We need to concentrate on backend. The complete backend logic we need to concentrate. How it will be is everything I'll explain, and the remaining things you need to complete with your previous knowledge. With what we have discussed with that. First of all, execution starts with the home page. Here it is, I have created that application, banking application. Banking application. I'll share the documentation also, right? By using this documentation, the same things you need to execute in your system and then complete the remaining. Here it is, first execution starts from the home page. So what all the things I'll explain easily, and it's a very simple way to understand. The first point is, here it is, when we are executing, let me check that images. Here it is, a home bank image I have created. Just let me copy this image. Let me copy this image, and then it will work. See here, first by showing that output, I'll explain. When we are executing the code, it will show you that home page first. Right here it is, it will show that first clearly what all the operations we can do with this banking. This is. So about this image, put aside later, I'll explain. These are the things. Home page, about us, our branches. Like a credit card is a separate code, means what, connecting to the separate application that I'll explain. Login. Look at this, whenever you are giving hash, it will not affect anything. It is pointing to the same page only. There is no link actually. It's a list, unordered list. Unordered list we have created with the number of items, list of items we are creating. But this is actually called a navigation menu. Normally, this model we can call it as navigation menu. List of elements with the navigation menu. That is the purpose. But see here, we need to add some CSS. How can we add means what? Here we are providing that list. Navigation. One class we are giving. With the help of this class only, right? We are adding some functionality to this list of elements like colors and all. Here it is just class. How can we specify? This is the class navigation. It will take that exact width is 100%. And the text always aligned to the center. The first text, that H1, welcome to the digital banking, H1. So that is aligned to the center. That is the one. Okay. The next one is for the navigational menu. In this UL dot navigation, UL dot navigation it is applicable to that complete list, complete unordered list. But inside that, in navigational, Again, li is there, li list with a 2 pixel solid white color, and that values will float to the left. See, this is the one. Here it is, border is there now with a white color, like this. And here it is a anchors. A means what? It's a link. That links with which color it has to show. And text and decoration. If you want to put underline means what? Here underline will come. White color it is showing. White color. But whenever you are placing on hover, right? See opposite. It background color become white color and foreground color is a green color. Here it is a color is a green color, background color become white color on hover, hover, or whenever you select that. Right? This is about the centered image. This is leave it later. That image is not that much important. Leave it. This is the one. Once you click on all these things, it will not affect. But when you click on login, for that we are adding. When you click on that href, this link will go to that login.html page. Click on that. It will go to that login.html page. So you need to add this one. I'll show you that login.html. It is also same. Remaining is everything is the same. Only here the things will change. What is that? One login form we have created. One login form. It's a particular area. About the section and article, I'll explain. In CSS more briefly, I'll explain. Just form, when you click on that where it has to submit later. Table we created. In the first row, 2 columns, enter your username and text box. In the second row, 2 columns, enter your password and this text box. And next one, here it is that login. Call span is a 2. Call span means what? It will merge these two and it will put that login button in the middle, center. Okay. And one more thing is what? If not yet registered, here link is there. If not yet registered, that not yet registered is a bold and in italic I have written. It's little bold and italic, followed by the anchor tag. Register here. But if you click on this link, it will go to that register.html. It's a one more. Click on that. Now it is going to that register.html. It's a one. In this registration form, in this register.html, first here, same. Welcome to that digital marketing, either banking and everything is the same. Registration form. Okay. And here, one thing we need to do. So what is that? Enter your username, taking username. Enter the password is of course taking the password. We need to confirm the password. Yes, we need to confirm the password. All the three. But look at this. Before it submit the details, first of all, here on submit. On submit, sir, what is this on submit property? We have seen action and method, and on submit we didn't use before that. When we are using this on submit, we are calling this validate function. What is the purpose of validate function? What is the purpose of validate function? Simple one. See here, without giving any value, just click on register. It has to show this. Please fill in this field. Please fill in this field. Please fill this in this field. That is. So what is this? This is actually called client-side validation. It happens only with the JavaScript. Sir, here required is there, not required. That is enough actually. That is enough. Required is enough. But here it is, even though if you are not writing this one required, what is the advantage of validate? Whenever you submit directly, it will not submit to this servlet. It will submit to validate function, JavaScript first. This function will execute. Sir, what is this? Document means, look at this. Form name, I have given name, register. Sir, why, sir, you have given form name also? Sometimes you will see in single web page, like in some of the websites, if you see login form and registration form side by side, they will give, like in few websites. In this case, document is representing the web page. Okay. From which form we need to collect the data? That's why we are giving that form name also. With the help of that name only we are using. So of course here only one is there, but still we are giving that. Name is a register. Okay, in this one, you are asking like this, enter username and one text box. They will enter some value inside the text box. Na? This is web page, document. This is a form name. This is a field name inside the form. Is nothing but text box. The value which you have given inside the text box will come. That will store into this uname. That is next password value, confirm password value. It will take. If something is empty, if something is empty, it is giving that message is what username cannot be empty. Sir, look at this. It's not showing. Please fill in this field. It's default one. It's default one. That is simply if you remove this required, if you remove this required, if you remove this required, then automatically this information will show. This information will show. That is how. Right here it is. When you are executing this one, look at this. Username cannot be empty. Change it, na? Required is also there. That's a simple way. It's a simple way. Sir, then why you are writing this much code? Validate function, taking the values unnecessarily and checking instead of that. Anyway, it is showing now. Please fill this field. Please fill this field. But sometimes that client will ask, I don't want that field. Predefined name. Right? Please give that message very clearly. If they are not entering the username, just give username cannot be empty. Okay, entered username. Entered username. It is moving to that. Look at this password cannot be empty. Password cannot be empty. It is submitting. I'll explain. So whenever you are giving that values clearly, sir, how it will go? How it will go? That is from the beginning. I'll explain. When you are giving that registration, then where it has to go? Where it has to go? Directly, it will go to that register servlet. So you have to write that register servlet. Register servlet. That is. Sir, in register servlet, what is the code? Getting the values of username and password. Insert into that register table. See here. I'm showing that in SQL Plus. You need to create that register table also. I have already created. I'll show you that register table. username, password. It cannot be empty, primary key. Username should not be empty, no? Password also, like this. Here it is already some values are there. For example, select star from register. I have given already. Suppose Amar 1234, Ram 1234. Now I'll create one more by giving the register values by giving the values. Suppose here, right here it is. I'm taking the name is Harin. Value is a 4321. Confirm password is a 4321. Suppose when you register, click on that register, what will happen? Right? It will collect the values. It will insert into that registration table, prepare the query, right? And giving that message, if it is successfully register, login now. It will display. And then what it will do? Once registration completed, then here it is a login HTML file it will show. Because after registration, directly it will send the control to that login HTML file. It is including registration successful. Now you can log in. No, registration failed. You please try to register once again. In any error also, failed in registration, try again. Simple. So when you are click on register, look at this. Successfully registered, login now. Successfully registered, login now. Now where it has to go? To that login.html page, including, see, login page. Now exactly I want to give that same data only. Harin 4321. Now I need to log in. Sir, where it has to go? In login HTML file, when you click on this one, it will go to that login. Action is a login. So that login file you need to execute. How? Connecting with the database, and this is important, na? DB connection is a normal class. .get, because every time connection code I am writing in one place that you are using everywhere. Just code separated. Loading the driver, establish the connection, and it will return the connection. In case any wrong, it will return the null value. So when you are calling this get method, it's a static method. How you call static method? Using class name. So db connection dot get. db connection dot get. That you will collect connection object. Okay, that is. See, now we are adding password. We are collecting by giving the username. This one also already explained clearly. If both passwords matches successfully, then we need to create the session. Why session? And what you added to that session? We are adding attribute name user. Who is the user? Harin is the user, na? And it is giving that welcome so and so user. Then user.html page it will show. I'll show you that user HTML page. Okay, and with the some image later, leave it. That is a later discussion, leave it. So here, this is what login, and it will show that user HTML page. I'll show you that. So whenever you are successfully login, look at this welcome, this name. This name actually you are adding to what? set attribute to session. And this is actually you have created in user.html. In user.html. This is the file. I'll share all these files. It's the same. So many options I have given. This is important. Look at this. List, create account, withdraw, deposit, check balance, update name, money transfer, logout. First, let me explain. Suppose if you click on logout where it has to go, directly it will execute that logout. Logout executing. This is direct Java execution. Logout. It will take the session. Okay. If session not equals to null, it will invalidate the session and it will redirect to the login page because it is done. That is a simple code I have written. Whenever they click on logout, the session will complete. The session will complete and it will go to that login page. No. Sir, suppose if they click on create account. If they click on create account, simply look at this. When you click, it will not go to any place. That's why hash. Just it has to show one form, extra form using JavaScript. It has to show. It's a function. By passing the name is insert account form. It will execute. Show form. But sir, where is the form ID? Form ID you have sent. Insert account form. See, this is form ID. Insert account form. This form it has to show. What is that? Enter account number, create account, enter name, enter balance. Button name is a submit button name is a create account. This form will show. No, sir. Suppose I click on withdraw, then it has to call show form. Show form. That is withdraw form. That same name you have to provide here, withdraw form. It will show that form. Sir, what is this? So many forms are there, na? So by giving just form name is a form ID. Just by giving that name is a form, all forms will come. All forms. How many you will write? All forms it will come. In that one, which one is matches with one? If nothing is there, none will display. No, if something is there, form ID, that will add. In a block style, it will add. Block style, it will add. That is simple way. This is the block style. Name, width, 5 pixel, 10 pixel, margin, bottom, and all. Here, when you are click on this, then it will show this. Create account. Okay. When they click on create account, action create account, it's a post because you are sending the data. Na? Create account. And this one you need to observe. Here, account number text box, account holder name text box, balance text box. Name you have given account number, name, and balance. Remember this. Because in create account servlet, you need to get the information with the account number, name, and balance variables only. That is create account. You are collecting using account number, name, and balance. And every time it is showing that if session not equal to null, yes, because still you are in session only. Every time you are getting the session. And if session is not equal to null, then only you have to do operations. If session is null, you should not do. Okay, welcome user. Continue with your transaction. Getting account number, name, balance. Insert into which table? Register table completed. Now you need to create one more table. DESC account table I have already created. Account table already created. number, name, balance. Okay, now how many records are there? Let me check. Select star, sorry, select star from account. Select star from account. That's all. Already two inserted successfully. See. Now all the three we are collecting and inserting. If it is successfully executed, account created successfully, then again go back to user.html. Else wrong input, user record already there. Account number is the same number. If you have given duplicate number, then it will show. See. Now I am giving this one not free. One not free. J balance is a 8,500. Create account. Welcome Harin. Continue with your transaction. Account created successfully. Again, if you want to do anything, you can do it. That is. And one more form I have created here. Why? I'll explain. Deposit form is easy. You know that. Just deposit collecting the data. Just update query. You will write simply update query. Yes or no? The deposited successfully. But withdraw, you need to check na. Withdraw, you have to check the balance is there or not. That's why in a withdraw form, just you will enter account number and how much amount you want to withdraw. But here a very important one I executed here. What is this? Third one, stored procedures, callable statement. I explained. In SQL, I mentioned very clearly. Instead of sending the data, getting the data, nothing but getting the balance, checking again, updating that. Instead of that, directly you can create one stored procedure. Create one stored procedure. I have created that stored procedure. What is that procedure name? What is that procedure name? Here, this is the procedure. Suppose I have created for this table. Account table is a procedure. What is that? Procedure name is a withdraw funds. You have to pass account number and how much amount you want to withdraw. Both are number type, integer type. These are input. Output is out parameter. Success or fail it will give. First it will start. It will create one variable v balance. Why? Because right, how much balance is there? First we need to collect. For that v balance is there. Variable. See, select balance from the particular table into v balance variable. Store into v balance from account where the number what you have specified. Okay. Suppose if the amount what you are trying to withdraw is less than the balance in account, then happy you can update and just give that message is a success one. Else give that insufficient balance, that is nothing but 0. That's all. That's all. Suppose if there is no data found, exception. When no data found, then -1 invalid account number. Based on this procedure you have to create. Just copy paste. Of course, here already procedure is there created. Already procedure is there. I added. Now I call this how. This one. Here it is a first two we are taking. Sir, what is trim? This one I added extra. Why? Because sometimes whenever you are adding some account number, by mistake some spaces will add. But the students unable to get. Everyone, whenever you are collecting, when you are printing, it is showing 1, 2, 3, 4. But every time it is saying that invalid input, invalid input. by mistake before or after some spaces added, all those spaces will be deleted with the help of trim. With the help of trim, that is. Okay, now the two things you need to understand. Sir, 3 question marks, why? Look at this. 2 question marks for in parameters. 1 question mark is out parameter. Return type also we need to get. In parameters set int. Out parameter is important. This is register out parameter. It's a callable statement, not prepare statement. Stored procedures with the callable statement. Register out parameter, third question mark, integer type it is returning -1 na, 0 na, 1 na. Just execute. Once you execute, just cs dot, look at this, get int of 3, third question mark you need to collect into success. If success is 1, withdraw successful. If success is 0, insufficient balance in account. Else, invalid account number given. Instead of connecting multiple times to the database, sir, one time getting the balance, connecting, getting the balance, checking the balance is sufficient or not, again connecting and updating, again come back, no. Stored procedure only one time is executed. That is, I have given clearly. So when you perform the operation, so suppose here, I added one more, na? Suppose from the third account, I want to withdraw 3,000 rupees or just 1,000 rupees. So here, withdraw 103, 1,000, withdraw successful. If you check, if you want to print the balance, you can print there. 8,500 becomes 7,500. That is okay. In the same way, you need to create check balance by asking that input. You need to display the balance here. Update name. How to update the name? I have already explained that. You try. Money transfer transaction in JDBC I have explained. Please try. When you click on logout, then again it will go to that login form. That is okay. The complete document I'll share in the group along with this video link. First of all, you need to start practice. Everyone should complete this project. Once you complete this project, then I'll explain quickly JSP. Then by adding that JSP in place of HTML, we create the one more project. That will be easy. Okay, you can leave. I'll share the doc.